Hi, this next key is the key of E, and the key of E, let's just go over the notes in the key of E first. It's based off of the basis tone scale, which is whole step, half step, and 3 whole steps and a half step. E is also a very, very common key to play in blues and folk and just about any type of music. Remember, we're dealing with just the 3 chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5, the chords that fall in the 1st slot, the 4th slot, and the 5th slot in the scale. But let's just talk about the notes in the key of E. First of all, let's apply the whole step, half step pattern right off. So E, whole step to F sharp, whole step to G sharp, half step to A, whole step to B, whole step to C sharp, and the last one is a whole step to D sharp. And then we're going to do a half step back to E, and that brings us back to where we started. And it's always good to have a keyboard diagram, and you can get those in the PDF download section open next to this video, just so you can refer to how the keyboard relates and so on and so forth, as well as our other supplemental stuff over there. So visually speaking, it's good to have sort of a map in front of you while I'm telling you this stuff. At any rate, let's go over our 3 chords. The first chord is E major, and it's down here, and we know how to play that. Then A is here, and remember we're using your middle, ring, and pinky finger for that. Okay. And then B7 is the 3rd chord. So strum the B7 chord carefully to make sure all the strings are coming out, and make sure that this string here that runs between your ring finger, this finger here, and your pinky finger over here, the string that runs between them is coming out. That's the one that usually gets stuck. Just go ahead and do a string check, and if it's muted out, you'll just hear and just kind of move your fingers around until you can hear it come out. So let's go ahead and get started. The practice progression is an 8-bar progression. We're starting out with E 4 times, then to A 4 times, E 4 times, then B 4 times, and then E, A, and then B7, and then E. So we did the flip on the end, remember? Anytime you come up with a 4-chord progression, the second time through, just flip the last 2 chords. A little songwriting trick for you there. Works every time. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And let's look at some pathways, too. So between E and B7, there's a really good one. The note that's underneath your middle finger is one that's stationary. So E, B7, E, B7, and I can go from E to B7 like this, and you can see that I'm forming the triangle back here. And you're going to see a lot of triangles with 7 chords. They're just everywhere. And then of course your pinky finger goes on the top. Pinky finger on the top here. Don't forget to add that in. So E to B7, E to B7, and do it a couple times without playing anything. Just get used to that transition. Now let's go from E to A, and all we're doing is moving these 3 over to here. Back to E to A, back to E to A, and try and do it a couple times without playing anything. E to A. If you need to pause this and do this a few times, I suggest you do this for about 30 seconds. Just go between the chords and then start to put it together. You know most of these and how they go together by now anyway if you've watched the videos in the right order. So we put these in this order so you can get better quicker. So let's go ahead and start the progression. I'm going to do this at a mediocre pace. If you can't keep up, that's fine. Be sure to download the videos that are in the description of this video to the right of this video. If you click on the link, you'll download a zip file that contains 4 different MP3 files of this progression played at 4 different speeds and tempos. And you start at the slowest, of course, and then work your way up. Okay, here we go. So let's start with E. So if you need to pause the video to get ready, please do. Tune your guitar and so on. My guitar is tuned to A440, so make sure yours is too. And 440 is oscillations per second, which is a little technical term for what all tuners tune by, A440. Okay, standard tuning, here we go. No drop Ds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it. That is the key of E. I'm Stu Johnson with Second Floor Studios. Keep practicing. Don't forget to download the 4 different ones in the PDF or the zip file, as well as the PDF that corresponds with this lesson to better understand what I'm talking about. And we'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.